This is my Honda cr80r build that I got for 600 bucks, and I've been trying to restore it slowly over the last couple of months. This is the old engine case, and we have a new one on there that's powder coated. This motor is basically ready to go. I just need to slap the top end on, so let's do that in this video. This is the piston that actually came in the motor. I did check the tolerances and everything though with the cylinder, and it should be good to go. So let's go ahead and drop that cylinder on, and then we can actually install this fat head from Fathead Racing. This is a billet head for our engine. It'll actually run a lot cooler. It has interchangeable domes in case we actually blow it up, or if we want to run different compression ratios, so that's pretty cool. Fathead Racing doesn't currently do cylinders, but they also cleaned up mine. So Luke actually sent over a gasket kit for our cylinder, but if you do get a fathead from them, you do get the O-rings and stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and drop the cylinder onto our motor. I should really clean up my workbench, but oh well. People say to use assembly lube when doing this. I honestly just use 2-stroke oil. I'm just going to cover the whole piston and the inside of the cylinder with this 2-stroke oil. That way everything's lubed up and it's not dry when we're putting it all together. Alright, so the cylinder walls and the piston are coated with oil. Now let's go ahead and slap our gasket on. Now that we have the base gasket on, we could just go ahead and slide the cylinder on. You do just want to pinch your piston ring shut, and then you just want to put it on. You want to make sure it goes on straight too. Let's give it a little love tap. There we go. The cylinder is now seated, so let's go ahead and slap on the bolts. When we got the head and cylinder back, we also got fresh cylinder bolts from Fathead Racing, so that's sick. Let's go ahead and slap these on the motor now. I got the cylinder nuts on and torqued to 20 foot-pounds in a crisscross pattern. Not sure why that stud is a lot shorter than this one. This piston has no piston slap, and the tolerance is checked out, so let's go ahead and slap the fathead on. We already got a big O-ring in there, but we got to take one of these little ones out and slap it in this dome part right here, so let's go ahead and do that. We got the O-ring in, so let's go ahead and slap this head on. Look at that fathead and Darzrt engraving. That is so sick. Let's go ahead and just drop this on. You want to make sure your O-ring doesn't come off too. Some people do make that mistake and it'll drop out of place. Look how good this motor looks though. That is incredible. Let's slap the rest of the hardware on for the top of the head now. I'm super glad I just double checked this because I thought the coolant port goes right here, but no, we have to rotate this. And our O-ring fell. And there you go, we got it back on there. I kind of wish the engravings were right here. They are moved to over here, but it still looks very nice. Now let's go ahead and slap the hardware on. And there you go, we got all the hardware on, and holy crap, this motor is blinging now. The top end should be good to go. All we have to do is throw the reeds and the carburetor back on, fill it with oil, connect the clutch and the kicker and all that, and it should fire right up. We do have a Chinese carburetor that came with the bike, so I'm kind of scared it won't run with that, but I think we're going to try it first. But yeah, there we go, we got the Fathead Racing head installed as well as the fresh cylinder. We are now one step closer to dropping this thing into the frame.